My general response on seeing this is one of stunned silence, which probably isn't very good for a television interview, I realise, but I don't think anyone that sees these images needs anyone to articulate anything other than disgust.
Tethering kids is never, ever justifiable. It's so prevalent here because there are so many kids and so few staff, and it's all to do with the management of their behaviour. There are no more sophisticated techniques being used here, so they're using the most basic technique instead, which is confinement, tying kids up to chairs, not allowing them to explore the world. With kids, of course, exploration is a fundamental human drive. We explore our environment, we explore our relationships in terms of social interaction. It's all about brain development as well. And what you're doing here is you're stopping any of that process working.
The Romanians do acknowledge that some of their institutions have problems and say they are doing their best to improve things. And the child protection authorities in Bucharest later told us that they had developed therapy programs to try to help the children at the Marimpazon home. So what will happen to the children that are there now?
The children who are there now should go into foster care, and if they don't find enough foster families, they should go into family-type homes. Those children do not have sufficient qualified staff to look after them, and this is one of the concerns. We are trying to get more qualified staff. It is a problem which we are not denying, and we are trying to improve all the time. This is why we need to inspect together these places, because we need to check upon the answer which we are giving.
I couldn't agree more. And I think it's very important that you and I and Chris go together.
Absolutely.
Because I would love to answer all these questions myself as a mother, and you're a mother. I'm not here to have a fight. I'm here to have solutions.
Absolutely.
The Duchess and Princess Beatrice visited one of Romania's poorest gypsy villages. Grinding poverty in places like this leads many women to hand over their children to state-run institutions. Last night we told the story of Maritza. With no job and no money, she was about to abandon her two youngest children.
Nothing compares to a mother's love.
But since filming, she's received help and is now determined to keep her children. And the Duchess of York is now working with a local charity to help provide housing, medicines and education facilities for the village. A few weeks after their return from seeing conditions in both countries, I met up with the princesses and their mother and asked them to reflect on their experiences.
It's important that now I'm on a mission, and I know what that mission is, and I don't think that anyone with a mission in history has ever had an easy time of it.
For me, it's just opening more doors to me and how I can help. And I said today, as much as I can help, because you go into that situation and you have to do something, and you want to help people.
It helps with the understanding that there is a cycle here, and to make a difference, you have to break the cycle. And my first impressions were just huge, but then as the time went on, it became a lot easier. It became a lot easier because you can find the solution.
You don't muck around, do you?
No.
When you see a solution, you go for it.
I think I would be dishonouring you if I went with you and I knew I'd have to find a solution, because I couldn't come with you and see abhorrent sights and not back it up. I'm just that sort of person. I'm absolutely adamant about it. You cannot make false promises. And Mary Poppins said, it's written in the Mary Poppins film, pie crust promised, easily made and easily broken. And I'm not about pie crust promises. The children need a place where they can be educated and they can dream and they can grow and they can have the nurturing of a mother's love. Why should anyone not be allowed that?
For more information on tonight's programme, please visit our website at itv.com/tonight. Coming up on Monday, the price of life. Who should pick up the bill in the fight against cancer? Morland Sanders asks whether some drugs offer value for money and meets the patients who say NHS policies mean they may have to sell their homes to pay for treatment.
I hope they're happy with the decision they've made. And I hope they're happy with what they've done to our family. Because I don't know what kind of people they can be, but I couldn't live with that. I hope they can.